At kahit nasa ibaba sila ng standings, hindi pa rin nawawala ng pag-asa ang Adamson Lady Falcons na makabalik sa Final Four. At makakasama natin sila ngayon dito sa The Score. At dito sila Coach Airess Padda at players na sila Gemma Galanza, Jelly Tempiatura, Bernadette Flora at Shamsi Kaole. Ayun, I got it right, Shamsi. Good evening, ladies, and welcome to The Score. Thank you for joining us. All right, I'll start with you, Coach Aris. Can you grab a mic? Welcome to the Philippines. I know you've been here for a few months, but my first time to meet you. So far, how's the ride been for you joining the Adamson Lady Falcons? I know you came in June. It's been an interesting, 6-7 months for you? How's it been?
It's been good. It's been a little rocky.
Okay.
Coming in, you know, I know the talk of the town this season is like we are a very young and experienced team. And when I came in, I really wasn't approaching the team like that. I didn't want to have that mindset of putting us in a box and putting limitations. So we just, myself and our coaching staff, we just dove right in and really building from the ground up.
Okay.
Trying to set a solid foundation.
So the expectations really was it's building mode pretty much, and there's not much to demand from a young team.
Well, it's tricky. It's like as a coach, I think we demand a lot, but if we didn't demand a lot, then I don't think they would push themselves.
Right,
so
yeah.
definitely in building mode, but kind of like sprinkling the seeds, you know, setting kind of like the team laws, you know, what we want our program to be built on, and that's what we've been doing. I know, like when you think about it, 6 or 7 months could seem like a long time, but man, when you're starting from scratch, it's like you never know when it's gonna click with them.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Right,
it's like you train them and you teach them. And you try to beat things into their head, and you see it happen a few times, and you think they got it, and then
it slips away.
It slips away.
Right,
so consistency, I think, is
That's key. Yep.
is what we're working on.
Well, it's an interesting journey. And Gemma, I want to ask you, bilang isa sa mga veterans, 4th year ka na, kamusta yung transition? Last year, medyo weird yung nangyari, umalis yung coach mid of the season. Kamusta yung adjustment ng team, lalo na yung mga naiwan pa, kayo mga veterano, kayo ni na Jelly? Kamusta yung?
Siyempre po, nahirapan kami kasi parang, kumbaga, kung hindi naman nawala yung mga seniors sa amin, parang hindi na namin kailangan mag-adjust.
Okay.
Pero parang ngayon po, kasi parang baguhan yun, halos lahat po sa amin.
Bago,
so, hindi lang kumbaga, play lang yung aral namin. Parang kumbaga, lahat ng skills pa and yung mindset nila, kailangan pa nilang kumbaga palawakin pa. So, parang ang daming adjustment ngayon kasi nga madaming bago po.
Alright. Jelly, para sa'yo, bibihira para sa mga veterano na 3rd year, 4th year, na lahat magbabago, bagong coaches, maraming bagong teammates. Kamusta yung paghahanda this year with a lot of new teammates na, kumbaga, tinitingala kayo bilang mga veterano din?
Siguro sa amin, makikinig lang talaga sa coaches namin na sila yung may alam ng patutunguhan namin, and then yun, susunod lang sa kanila, and then kami na yung bahala mag-perform, and then sa training din, maging yung 110% na effort namin, bibigay namin sa training, and then yun nga, makikinig sa coaches palagi.
Yun Aris gets that 110%. I know you like that kind of effort from them. Shamsi naman, kinipasa Mike Shamsi. Another thing that's rare, it's rare that you have a setter, the rookie. Bihira yun na merong ganun ka laking responsibilidad kaagad para sa isang rookie. Kamusta yun para sa'yo na ganun yung responsibility kaagad sa'yo?
Nung una po, nakaka-pressure siya.
Okay.
Pero as the coaches said po, you have to take pressure as a privilege. So I have to take it in a positive way.
Okay. So you're taking it well, kumbaga. You're taking the challenge. Bernadette naman, para sa'yo, 2nd year ka ngayon, isa ka sa mga baguhan pa rin kahit paano, no? Kamusta yung adjustment? Very interesting si Coach Aris together with sila Michelle, yung mga, I'm sure, iniidolo nyo rin yung mga yun nung high school kayo, no? What's it like being coached by your idols as well, nakasama sa coaching staff na sila yung tumutulong na magbuo ng bagong program ng Adamson?
Masaya po kasi parang na-inspired kami maglaro kasi yun nga, sila coach, dati sikat sila hanggang ngayon. Parang ang sarap maglaro kasi yun yung coach namin.
Correct. Ang ganda ng pakiramdam. Aris, what's that like? I guess you were briefed initially when they helped put the coaching staff for you that some of these girls were
Yeah.
major stars during their time. And they're still very popular. They're still playing actually as well. What's it like to have this kind of a star-studded coaching staff helping you out, groom these young women into future stars?
You know, at first I was a little hesitant. I was
Okay.
a little nervous because I didn't know the coaches.
Right.
I didn't really have a huge input on the assistant coaching process, but I was really excited, one, that it was going to be women.
Okay.
So that really got me going. And then two, that I think it benefits our team that we have coaches like Michelle, who is still playing, and she's really successful. I know she's popular, but that girl works hard. I mean, she proves it on the court every day, and I think it's really important for them to kind of have that role model. And Ange brings a totally different vibe. She, again, a hard worker, but I know she was injured recently. She's trying to get back to pro. But very knowledgeable. She has a very high volleyball IQ. And then having Cherry is just like, she's kind of like the mom
Okay.
of the coaching staff and of the girls. But it's like she's silent but deadly.
Okay.
You know, she won't say a lot. She's starting, you guys see Coach Cherry is starting to get a little like rough with the girls. But it just feels good. You know, coming in here, the way that I operate, I'm ultimately the head coach, but I would be nothing without my
Without
coaching
them.
staff. They are such a good support system, and I think it's important for them to be able to coach as
Right.
well. I'm overseeing thing. If I see something that they don't, or they see something that I don't, it's just like 3 pairs of extra eyes you
Right.
have, and I think we have a really close, tight-knit bond. It's all about, woman, female,
Yeah.
girl power.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the only coaching staff that's all women? in the
Yeah,
league?
I
Awesome.
honestly, I think we're the only coaching staff with women. I haven't really seen.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
I mean, I went to the coaches meeting, and I was the only
all the
female.
head coaches were
so,
men, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're blazing a trail right there. That alone makes it a fascinating story to watch.
Yeah.
sure, for
I
sure.
mean, come on. Who doesn't want to look at us? I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Joke lang.
Joke lang. Okay. Gemma, kamusta yung atmosphere ngayon sa school? Kasi last year, yung men's basketball, ang laki ng pagbabago, ang laki ng excitement. Kumbaga, nahahawa na ba yung excitement na yun sa university sports para na rin sa volleyball? Ramdam nyo na rin ba yan? Kamusta?
Yung sa Adamson.
Yes, in Adamson, oo.
Yun, parang kasing, yun nga, nakapasok yung basketball namin
Right.
sa Final Four.
Oo.
And parang sa amin, nape-pressure kami kasi parang gusto rin naman namin makapasok.
Right.
And
Oo.
syempre, dami rin silang in-expect sa amin, lalo nga, nagkaroon kami ng bagong coaches. And yun nga, madaming na bago. So, parang may gusto silang may makita sa amin bago. Parang yun lagi kong naririnig sa kanila na ay malakas tong team to, na to. Pero parang dahil doon parang mas na-excite kaming maglaro kasi nga nag-expect pa sila ng maganda sa amin.
Aris, in the first 2 games that you played so far, what have you seen that I know they're losses, but as coaches, you always look at the positives and some of the things you can pick up, you could use moving forward in terms of the learning. And this is something you've stressed. I've read you want to just push improvement every single day, right?
Yes. We actually, there's a Japanese word we use constantly, and it's called kaizen.
Kaizen.
So you guys
Okay,
know.
they're getting it.
And
Kaizen.
it means
Okay.
constant improvement
Nice, okay.
on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
So, our first game against UP, we were very disappointed in our effort that we put forward. We knew that because the girls don't have much game experience, that it was either going to go 2 ways. It was going to be great, and they were going to rise up to the challenge, win or lose. They were going to compete and give an effort. But we didn't do that, and they totally went into shock.
Okay.
Nerves kicked in, and they could not recover at all.
Okay, yeah.
So, you're right. We didn't go in the locker room and beat them up. That's not going to be good for them.
Right.
We're not going easy on them either. The
Right.
goal is to improve. So,
Yeah.
I think the game against FEU was an improvement. We got to see spurts of what we train like in practice, but again, it's not consistent.
Right.
You know, we're getting started. All the sets we played, we started off with like an 8-2 deficit, and it's hard to come back from that when you're giving up points like that.
Right.
But I do believe in the second set we started to fight and compete, and like you said, it's an improvement.
Right.
And I just feel like with our team this year, it's going to be like a roller coaster. And then we're going to find some balance in there,
Right.
and we're going to start to, take off. It's going to take time.
Right. It's very interesting to watch as the management of Akari has come in,
Yeah.
not just for the basketball, but for the
Right.
women. It's actually rare in UAP that you got the same sponsor for the whole school for men and
And
women.
the pep squad too.
That too.
Who
So,
took
right.
second this year.
Exactly. So, how is that like? I mean, I asked Gemma a little bit how it's infectious, the vibe in the school, with the support for the men's team and now
Yeah.
the women's volleyball. What is that like in terms of really having all-out support? As much as you want to do it yourself, when you want to build a program,
Yeah.
eventually recruit some new girls as well next year and improve on these women that you have now, you need that support. And I know the management is there. So what's it like in terms of having that support?
It's great. Coming into this, I was a huge supporter of our basketball team.
Yeah,
I
we
went
saw you at the
to
games, yes.
a lot of their games. I think what Coach France and his basketball coaches, his assistant coaches, are doing with that program is just inspiring in itself. And I'm
Awesome.
just so honored that it's at my school, so I get
Yeah.
to witness it firsthand.
Uh-huh.
And having the support of Akari, one, I'm so thankful for this opportunity. I know they didn't have to go with me or go with an all-female coaching
Staff,
staff,
yeah.
or, they could have brought anyone in here, and they didn't give up on the program.
Yeah.
And I think that shows a lot, them sticking around, going the extra mile, doing everything that they can to help build and mold this program. So, and having the support from the school.
Yep.
The fans they're really rallying for us, and we have been recruiting.
Yep.
We have our recruiting, the B team this year
All right.
is not a team full of girls who will never make the A team.
Yeah, they'll make it
Oh,
eventually.
they're on it next. I've got 4 or 5 girls that are hungry.
Okay.
They
They
are
can't wait to
waiting.
go. Yeah,
they're
yeah.
waiting. They compete with them every day, and
Yeah.
it's good
Awesome.
competition.
Great,
so.
great. Well, all the more we can't wait to see and watch your journey, the new look Adamson Lady Falcons, and all the best this season. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you
Thank
so
you. Thank you.
much.
All right.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates, and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.